Hello everybody, it's Fern. Thank you so much for joining me for another Plenty video. Now, this is actually not the video that I had planned to film today. If you follow me on Instagram, specifically if you watch my Instagram stories, then you may know that I came down with some sort of terrible flu about a week ago now. So I'm on the mend now. I'm feeling much better. I feel like I'm at like 90%, but I'm just not all the way there as much as I would like to be. And this is why the last video, the String of Hearts video, that went up on Monday. It was supposed to go up on Thursday because I'm doing Monday and Thursday uploads now. But unfortunately, I just wasn't able to edit it in time for Thursday because I was literally like couch/bedridden those days. So my upload schedule got a little bit messed up, and the video that was supposed to go up on Monday was supposed to be a big Q&A repot. Y'all submitted so many questions. I've been so excited to. By the way, if there's weird jump cuts, it's because I'm gonna have to cut out all of my coughs, so I'm sorry. I keep interrupting myself. Oh yeah, I was so excited to film my Q&A repot, and then I got sick. I was still gonna try to film it today, but I'm just not really feeling up to it. Talking, for some reason, triggers my cough, so like a sit-down chatty video was just not an ideal video for me to film today, so I'm doing an unplanned plant chores video, and I hope that y'all are okay with that. I'm sure you will be. I know a lot of you love plant chores, and then hopefully within like the next couple of days, I'll be able to sit down and film that Q&A repot because I am really looking forward to getting that up for you. I really wanted it to go up in January specifically, so I'm gonna try to make that happen still, but thank you for your thank you for your patience. And yeah, I did write down a few things that I want to do today for plant chores, but we're just going to be keeping it pretty relaxed vibes. I know that a lot of other people are also sick right now, so I'm so sorry if you have also been sick recently or are sick right now. I know it's extra stressful as plant parents because we have like the demand of our plants on us all the time. So yeah, be gentle with yourself, do your little like emergency watering with your watering can or your squirt bottle or whatever. That's always my go-to when I'm not feeling great, but thankfully today I'm feeling, up to just spending a couple of hours working with my plants. I've already done some watering this morning, but I have some other fun things that I want to work on together this afternoon. So yeah. If that sounds good to you, then I'm gonna go throw on a cup of tea, take the dogs out, POTTY, and then we're just gonna get started. Okay, I actually have something really cool to show you / update you on. Philodendron SP Silver. Things are happening in here, you guys. I don't know if y'all remember when I chopped up my big, giant, massive, beautiful Philodendron SP Silver. Gosh, when would it have been? Maybe a couple of months ago now. Actually, the date is literally right on here. November 9th, 2023. So yeah, about 2 months ago now. Just over 2 months ago. I ended up cutting the plant into like big chunky wet sticks, throwing them in a perlite propagation box because that's just what I have the best success with. And yeah, we have some roots, we have some leaves now, and probably the coolest thing that I want to show you is this right here. This is the, what's it called? Top cut. And it's so crazy because I kept the big growth point. I was like, you know what? I guess I'll just keep this for fun. Like, I didn't think it would ever push out a leaf, but I thought it'd be fun to just keep the top cut and try to grow it as a wet stick. And look at these roots coming off of it. Like, it is actually wild that this thing is like establishing itself. And it's trying to push out this literal massive leaf in the propagation box. So I need to pot this up. I don't know if this leaf is gonna make it, if it's not, because obviously I'm gonna have to take it out of this box. Maybe I'll put it in a cabinet. I'm gonna have to figure something out because it's obviously gonna be a big decrease in humidity for it. But yeah, I could not believe it when I saw that leaf emerging. Like what the actual heck? Camera literally doesn't want to focus on it. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we have a couple, oh, we've got a Hoya hitchhiking on it, but we've got a couple little root systems on here and the leaf that's trying to emerge. Wow, that is just so cool. This is, oh, I took a cutting from my Hoya biacensis the other day because it's trying to croak on me. It's doing that thing that Hoya like to do to me sometimes where they literally just try to croak, so I put it in there. But yeah. And there's also another one in here. Let me grab it for you. Another one of the SP Silver chunks that has gone ahead and like fully put out a leaf already. Oh my gosh, it's tangled in a different Hoya. There we go. This one, it's put out this like pristine leaf. Oh, it's just so cool. Like, wow. So pretty and pillowy. Oh, I just love philodendron SP Silver, or I guess El Guapo, so much. So that's a really cool update to be able to give you guys. That plant lives on and I am so relieved about it. One of the other chunks has a big long root and it's just starting to push out a leaf. So I think I might pot this one up as well. I don't normally pot wet sticks before they've like fully emerged with a leaf. But in this case, the big growth point, it just needs to come out of there because it's getting squished against the lid. But in this case, I don't know, I kind of just want to go for it. I do have a backup one in the box, a couple of backup ones in the box if this wasn't to make it. But it has a strong root system. And I really want 3 plants in this like new one that I'm potting. So I think I'm gonna go for this as like the 3rd plant. Okay, I've got my pots. I already need to restock myself in some of these sizes. It is so crazy how many pots I go through, but I'm thinking I need to be able to accommodate this like big long chunk. I think that one will be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'll keep the other ones here just in case. I am so excited to be getting this plant potted up again. Wow. I was devastated to chop it. If you watch the video, I'm like so sad in it. I am of course using my Molly's Aeroid mix because it needs to be the best for this plant. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. So let's fill this up a little bit. And I'm gonna start with the big one just to, you know, make sure I can actually get this in here. I'm gonna actually take off, there's like some weird like mushy bits, which is just like the sheaths that rotted from different like leaves that were there before. It's not bad or anything, it's just normal. Just might as well take it off. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go for a bigger pot because I actually want to pot this way so that the stem is like vertical, because this plant is usually a crawler, but I had mine trained to climb before, and I really want to be able to do that again. I want to be able to get it to climb, so I want it to be pointing up. So let's try this size. This is a 6-inch pot, which is reasonable for a philodendron, like 3 plants that are gonna be potted in here. Should be fine. Yeah, that's so much better. I'll be able to cover both of the root systems. I think I'm gonna have to add some more of the mix before I can add the other 2 in. I'm just gonna grab it. Okay, so this little one, just gonna pop it in there, and same with this one. I mean, do I want this to also be, I think this one it's already like sideways and it has another growth point here. I'm gonna have to do this one sideways, I think. But it should be fine. The train, I'll just have to be like on top of trying to like guide it or train it up the pole. Maybe I can try to document my process of getting this to climb if I'm able to do it again, because I did get a ton of questions on how I was able to get my SP Silver to climb. And like the answer is that I just like gave it a pole and adhered, like fastened it to the pole, and it just climbed. So I don't know if that was a fluke or what, but I'm gonna try to do it again. Because I much prefer if this is climbing. I'll still love it and I'll still keep it if it ends up crawling, but honestly, I just don't have the space for crawling philodendrons. They have a much larger footprint than like growing a plant vertically, you know? Oop. Okay. Perfect. Let's go give this a little shower off at the sink. Okay, so this is all watered in. Hopefully this plant is just going to continue to expand its root system and hopefully end up pushing out this leaf. I'll let y'all know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to find a spot for it inside my cabinet. I'm thinking about putting it in my Mills Bow tall. And on my list of things I need to do this afternoon is actually to water my Milsbo tall, so it might be a good opportunity for me to rearrange in there a little bit so that I can fit this plant in. So I guess that's gonna be my plan, and I might as well just go ahead and do that next. So I'll just set this plant aside, kind of let it drain, and then I'm gonna take the plants out of my Milsbo tall, bring them over here, water them, and then we'll put everything back inside the cabinet. How insane is it that it's literally like 2 p.m. and it looks like it's night in my house? It has been so dark and gloomy, you guys. Send sunshine my way, seriously. I really need it. But before we do the Milsbo tall, I just realized that this would be a great opportunity for me to just go ahead and pot up the Hoya, why do I keep wanting to say Camphorifolia? That's not what it is. Hoya oh my gosh, what is it called again? This was like a major wish list Hoya for me. Camphorifolia. Hoya camphorifolia. In my Discord the other day, somebody was saying that they call getting distracted and like doing something else that you didn't intend to do, going on a side quest. So we're gonna go on a little side quest first and pot up this Hoya just because I have this propagation bin open and I might as well. So I had those cuttings going in the prop box, but then I also have these cuttings of the Hoya camphorifolia. And oh my goodness, it's so cute. I'm actually obsessed with this Hoya and I cannot wait for this to bloom because that's particularly why I wanted it. But I actually love just the way that the cute little leaves look too. So love the foliage, love the blooms. Really excited to see how this Hoya does. And the reason that it's in propagation is just because the root system looked a little bit small whenever I was gonna repot it, and I like pulled it out and looked at the root system and I was just like, it looks a little small. And I was worried that I had underwatered it and it was gonna get dry rot and die, which is something that happens to me with Hoya sometimes. So I just immediately, I was like, I'm just putting this whole thing in propagation because I don't want anything to happen to it. So that's why I have a bunch of cuttings of this, but it worked out well because now I have a bunch of cuttings of this and I'm just gonna pot them all together and then get a nice full pot of Hoya. So yeah, we're just gonna keep things snug in this little 4-inch planter. And you know what? I was thinking that I don't think I've ever tried this Molly's mix for a Hoya. I feel like they would like it. I know it's an aroid mix, but I feel like they would do well. So I'm gonna try it out today. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the water cuttings. Oh my gosh, the roots. Wow, we have some really healthy looking roots on the water props. I'm just gonna stick them all in. I'm gonna have to trellis this as well. So I'm gonna have to go grab a trellis because look at how crazy this thing. I don't know if you can see the vines swinging around, but okay, actually, yeah, put that like that. Now, to fish out all of the cuttings from the bin. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be taking a lot of perlite. There's like so much perlite on the roots, but I'm just gonna try to get it off. Oh my gosh. I literally think that I might need a bigger pot to accommodate all of these cuttings. There's just so many. I would rather keep it snug if I'm able to. I'll see if I can fit these in. But there's a lot going on here. Oh my gosh. No, I'm literally gonna have to do a size up. This one. It's too many roots. Okay. Sometimes it is so challenging fitting things into pots properly. Let me tell you. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty decent. I'm obviously gonna have to wash off the dirt. Look at how cute. Oh my goodness, I love this Hoya, and I never see anybody post about this one. So let me know if you have one, because I'd be curious to know, like, you know, because I just don't ever hear of anyone having them. Anyways, I need to go get a trellis. Okay, I'm gonna go for this clear acrylic trellis. I think that this one is also from Houseplant Essentials, the same place where the pots are from. Okay, so that's gonna need to, I'm gonna put it right in here. Oh my gosh, it is pouring. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's literally like dumping rain outside. Okay, I kind of want to go the extra mile and do like the whole cute setup and use one of these acrylic plant name tags, because I, for some reason, always forget the name of this Hoya, even though I know it in my brain. It's just kind of like a more complicated one, and it's also, again, it's just a Hoya that I don't really hear people talk about, so so it's not like solidified in my brain as much. Okay, I'm just gonna gently clamp. They like to go counterclockwise, right? So this way. Yeah, okay. Just wrap them around like that for now. Maybe I'll add this one as well. So cute. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna be obsessed with this Hoya, especially when it blooms. I'll be obsessed. Okay, so I need to peel the stuff off of this. Oh my gosh, so sleek. Okay, and then I'm gonna make the label with my little label maker. Hopefully it fits. I don't know if it's gonna fit. This looks really long. Oh my gosh, it's too long. Well, I put H. camphorifolia, but I'm gonna have to cut this. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna cut it to make it fit the tag. Okay, Ollie, it's just the rain, baby. Okay, I do not know what is going on out there, but something. The wind was blowing something around. Where were we? We need to put this on. Oh, but this is gonna be like, well, okay. Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm gonna put that at the very end. Oh my gosh, looks cool. And the H. Look how cool that looks. Wow. I love that. I mean, obviously some of this is gonna be like under, but put it at the front. The pot's clear, so you can literally still see it. Anyways, I can just grab it out if I need to reference it, but wait, is this gonna be the front? No, this is gonna be the front. Okay, I'm gonna move it over. I like seeing it. That's so cute. Look at that little setup. Are you kidding me? I'm kind of obsessed. Wow. Okay, let's water this in as well. Then we can commence with the rest of our watering that needs to be done. Okay, I'm going on another side quest, you guys. I just realized that I literally just didn't eat lunch today. Rookie mistake. I don't know how I forgot to eat lunch. Well, I do know how. It's because I didn't have any leftovers. Normally for lunch, I just eat whatever I made the prior night for supper. But I didn't make anything last night because I just have not been on top of my cooking game since I've been sick. So a wave of hunger just hit me and I was like, oh my gosh, I literally forgot to eat lunch. So emergency lunch, I'm just throwing in a quick frozen pizza. So this can just cook while we're doing our watering. Okay, these plants, you guys, they're not looking their best. They are not looking their best, and I've found a couple of emergency repots that I'm gonna be doing right now. Whenever I do plant tours, I always find like 50 other things that need to be done, and often I just put them off. But I'm trying to actually just, you know, I've got the potting stuff out, so why wouldn't I just go ahead and do it, you know? So we're gonna be emergency repotting this begonia iron cross because look at this, like it just keeps drying out so much because it's literally been in this moss for like a freaking year, like, or something, just so long. And then this Anthurium Goliath, what is it? Goliath Fergetii hybrid, which also has a little beneficial mite, and I haven't been using beneficial mites during the winter, but I ordered some potting supplies from Optimize Organics in Kelowna, I believe. and they sent me some extras, and they sent me like a few mite packets, so I thought that was cool. And the mites are like really out and about on here, like I can see them crawling around. Yeah, there's so many, oh my gosh. But anyways, this like literally so freaking root bound. Sorry for the shite light, but this needs to be repotted so bad. This should have been repotted like 6 months ago, honestly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do those two. Yeah, these plants, a lot of them just like got really thirsty, and they're kind of recuperating from that, I suppose. Some of them look pretty good though, like this, really good actually. Like this Hoya serpens is literally living its best life. It has so much new growth and a whole bunch of peduncles. I doubt any of them will bloom, but you never know. But like just pushing out new vines like freaking crazy, and it's so lush and bushy. Like look at this thing. I can't believe it. It's so happy. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, just new leaves everywhere. Like so many new leaves. So I'm quite thrilled with this one right now. But a lot of the others are not looking good. Like this, for example, my philodendron red Anderson. I did a whole video unboxing and repotting this as well. And I don't know. It's been giving me a hard time, to be honest. I had problems with leaves getting stuck. So this one got damaged, and I think it was also drying out. And it's really, this is planted in tree fern, and I think I was underwatering without even realizing it. Like I thought it was fine, but it actually wasn't fine. The pole's still kind of moist, which is good. There is roots in the pole, but yeah, I need to figure this plant out because I really love it and I really want to see it do well. The variegation is stunning. Look at this leaf at the top. So much pink. The beautiful like marbling, like it's so pretty. So I need to do better for this plant because yeah. This one's actually doing really well. This was a struggle plant for me for a long time, my Peperomia prostrata, and now look at how long it is. So I wish the lighting wasn't like so atrocious, but yeah, this one's really happy now. And I don't even know, I didn't even change anything. Sometimes plants just decide to be happy or unhappy, and I don't know what the reason is, but it's happy right now, so I'm very glad about that. Variegated Polynera is doing good, but I should repot this soon too because it's still just in moss. It's given me a couple new sets of leaves though, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, that's a mini update of some of the plants in there. I need to throw my pizza in. We're gonna water these, and then while those are kind of draining, I'm gonna do the repots quickly. Okay, just finished my lunch. I'm feeling much better now. I also potted up the begonia iron cross, so send her well wishes. I feel a glow up coming on. I feel it, okay? Anyways, I'm just putting everything back inside the cabinet now. I thought that there wasn't too much to show you in the bottom layer of the shelf, or the bottom section of the shelf, and honestly there's not, but this is the one thing that I have to show you. This is the newest leaf on my alocasia frydek, and look at that variegation. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I love it, and it's currently the most variegated leaf that it has, so you go. Like, look at that. Oh, stunning. Okay, I just turned the fan off so that I can show y'all what's going on inside the cabinet now that I've got all the plants back in, freshly watered. So first of all, front and center here, I managed to find a spot for the SP Silver. I'm so curious of what's gonna happen with that leaf, so yeah, stay tuned. And I also was able to squeeze in my Hoya camphorifolia, and I actually wanted to put that on my just regular plant shelves, but with the trellis, it's too tall for the amount of space between the shelves. It was like just too tall, so I was like, okay, maybe I can fit it into the cabinet, so it gets to live in luxury accommodations for now. I think it's maybe gonna want a little bit more light than that, but it's gonna be fine for now. But yeah, everybody's fit in there, everybody's happy. The begonia I repotted is up here. I still have to repot the anthurium, but when I go downstairs to get some other supplies, I need to get a different pot because I have no pots right here that are gonna work for the repot. Anyways, yeah, second level, everything looks good. There's that beautiful alocasia leaf. My Piper is doing amazing back there. It's so pretty. And we actually have a new leaf coming in on the red crystal Doriaki hybrid. If it wants to focus, it does not apparently. There we go. Look at that new leaf. Ooh, can't wait to see that. Anyways, yeah, everybody is happy in the cabinet for now. Okay, so the next thing on my list is actually to do with my string of hearts. The last video that I posted was all about my string of hearts. I potted the propagations and I talked a lot about string of hearts care and stuff like that. So if you're interested, you can go check out that video. But I'm thinking, because my string of hearts just keep growing down to the floor, and I feel like this one, especially the variegated one, just isn't displayed very nicely. Like, it kind of just blends in with all of the other vines on this plant shelf here that it's been on. So I'm thinking that I kind of want to put it up there on the second window and just have it coming down. So I'm gonna try it out and we'll see if it works. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know it's hard to see because it's backlit, but I kind of love the way this looks, especially because it's like this kind of like, you know, smallest to largest situation. It just looks so cool. And the way that it frames this window, it looks so jungly now. Wow, I'm so happy with that. Look at them. That is so nice. I need to get cover pots for, actually for all of them, because the one in the middle is in a cover pot, but it doesn't really fit properly. So they could all use new pots. I'll have to keep my eye out. Anyways, awesome. And then I've actually just moved the stepladder over here because the next thing on my list is to water Miss Philodendron Florida Ghost. This is the newest leaf. Can you see it? It's so pretty. Anyways, she is so bone dry. This plant gets neglected because it's up so high. Like I literally need the step stool to reach it. So yeah. And I think because it's by itself, like it's the only one up above the fridge there, because but where we just were by the double window, the plants up there, like my hoya linearis and stuff, doesn't really get neglected because there's other plants in that area. So it's just easy for me to remember to hop up there and grab it when I'm watering that in that area. But this one, it gets forgotten about, the poor thing. I need to be better about watering it for sure. Anyways, I do love this plant. Like, it's so epic. Look at that. It's huge and it's just so wild, which is why I love it so much. It's my favorite leaf. Okay, hello. We are down on the floor now for the next activity that we're going to be doing. And that activity is something that I have put off for quite some time. And that is to finally make another batch of my DIY pon. I've really been wanting to I've just felt myself more pulled to pon again, or like giving semi-hydro another try again. I have a few plants that are in self-watering pots and are in pon right now that are doing really well. They're in the Crystal Star Mineral Magic mix, which is probably why they're doing well, because that mix is awesome. But it's obviously very expensive to buy potting stuff, so I told myself that I want to at least put a dent in my DIY pon stuff, because I've had these supplies on hand for like literally, I bought this stuff in 2020, the stuff I'm gonna show you, and I still have so much of it left. So I just need to give my DIY pon another shot. I feel like I haven't even used this DIY pon mix on a ton of plants just because I don't know, I've kind of decided I was over semi-hydro, but now I'm kind of deciding maybe I'm not over it. Maybe it's good for me as an underwater. So DIY pon round 2. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna make it, same, I'm also wondering. So I'm gonna go back and watch my video. I have a whole video from like literally 2020 of how I mix up this DIY pon. So I need to go back to my video to figure out the ratio. Okay, I think I've got it figured out. And one of the main reasons, actually, this like literally is one of the main reasons that I haven't been, that I've like put off making my DIY pon again for so long. And it's because I could not find anywhere that sold pumice in like a bulk size. All I could find were those small bags, but I have found actually a lot of potting amendments recently in bulk size, and it is so nice. So this is my bag of pumice, 25 liters. I got this from Optimized Organics. If you're in BC or Canada, I don't know how far they ship, but and shipping is expensive, I will say that. But I ordered a ton of stuff from there, and it worked out that like even with the shipping, everything was so much cheaper than buying those 3-liter bags. So I finally got my big bag of pumice, and then the other 2 ingredients that you need are, well, it's supposed to be lava rock, zeolite, and pumice. That's like the, like, I don't know, traditional like mix, I guess, that people were using at the time that I like bought these ingredients and started doing this. And then back in the day, there was also this hack going around where you could buy the lava rock and the zeolite really cheaply at home hardware, I believe, in the form of this like ice. Like, this sounds so unhinged if you haven't heard about DIY pond before, but this is like de-icer. Like, it's not like the salt stuff, but like it's just for traction. Like, it's basically just a rock. So this is the zeolite. Oh my gosh, I literally can't even lift it. It's so heavy, but it's called Eco Traction. Oh my god, and it's dumping everywhere. And then for the lava rock, that is also like an ice traction thing. And it is called Lava Grip. So a few years ago, whenever this like DIY pond was becoming a thing, somebody posted on Facebook that this was basically the ingredients that are in pond and you can just make it yourself for cheap. So yeah, I've had these bags since then, and like I said, I used it a little bit and I made like a whole video about it and everything, but I just haven't really used it in a long time. So today we're mixing it up again and we're using it. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like my head is still just like congested and I'm like trying to wade through my own thoughts here and communicate to y'all, but yes, DIY pond is a go. And I'm really hoping, and well, the thing is, like, before I didn't really have much to compare it to because I'd never used Lechuza. The only thing I'd used was LECA, which literally hated me. But now that I've had a really good experience with Crystal Star's Mineral Magic Mix, I feel like I'll know like whether or not this DIY pond is just shite. So maybe I'll be able to give you guys like some more just like experienced thoughts compared to my video from 3 years ago or whatever. Anyways, let's mix this stuff up. All right, y'all, I'm done. We have pond. Look at that, it looks pretty good. I forgot how good it looks. And this pumice is actually a really nice size. It's not as nice when the pumice is like so tiny, but this looks really good. I'm really happy with this. I was gonna put perlite in because I've seen some people add perlite to their pond. So I was gonna try that out, but this perlite, I'm honestly not impressed. It says coarse perlite, but it's like dust. Like, they're such small. Look at this. I'm just like grabbing dust. Like, this is not coarse. So if it was coarse, it would work in there, but it's not. It's like literally just regular dusty perlite. But I've got this whole bin full, so I'm really feeling good about that. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I need to mix it better, but still, we are loaded up with pon here. Okay, hello. It is a little bit later in the day. It's actually like 8 p.m. right now. I had to go grocery shopping. There was a very specific window of time where I was gonna have the car available to me where I could go to the grocery store, so I had to do that. And then I had to come home, and then I had to clean out the fridge and put everything away and eat, and you know how it goes. But long story short, it's 8 p.m. and we have a repot to do, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Now, the whole reason that I wanted to mix up that pon, I mean, I have a couple different plants that I need it for, like my Hoya multiflora really needs to be up potted, and yeah, I have a few plants already in pon, also some plants that I'm thinking about switching to pon. But anyways, I had my philodendron mamei in mind because I'm wanting to do semi-hydro for this one because it's so thirsty and it's so prone to spider mites, especially if it dries out. Like, the spider mites will truly just descend. So I figured, you know what, why don't I go ahead and try out pon? So that's why I was like, you know, I'll mix up this whole batch of pon because I knew I wanted to pot this up today. However, I just went downstairs to get my self-watering planters. So this is a rectangular self-watering planter that this is actually 2 of them, but I ordered this specifically for my philodendron mamei because it's a crawler. And I didn't have any type of self-watering pot that was gonna work for a crawler. I'm just gonna open it up. As you can see, I haven't opened this yet, so I'm excited to, wow, this is nice. This looks like so sleek, what the heck? I'm really excited to get this set up. Anyway, so I went downstairs to grab this planter and I totally forgot that it comes with LECA. So now I'm thinking, I know I just said I don't have luck with LECA, and like truly I usually don't, but I'm kind of like tempted to try it out again because it literally comes with LECA. Should I try it? I kind of want to. I think I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna set up one of these planters. By the way, the lighting is so shy. I'm so sorry. Let me maybe turn my grow lights back on. We're literally sitting in the dark here. Okay, that's better. That's way better. Okay. So we need to first set this planter up. It comes with the gauge, of course, which is really important to me when I consider a self-watering planter. And I don't know, oh, this does actually come out. Okay, so this is the part that you obviously put your plant in, and that is removable and everything. So for my round pots that I use for pon, there's no like insert that you can that comes out, and I know a lot of people don't like that. I just need to figure out how to set this up. How do I set this up? Oh man. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out without looking on the... No. I'm just gonna look online. Here it is. I'll link this in the description if anyone's interested in these pots. Okay. Throw away the black connector. What black connector? Oh. They want me to throw that away? What? Really? Why is it on there then? I don't understand. What? Take off. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm gonna end up putting it back on. So I need to put this through here, I think. Oh my gosh. And there we go. Okay. Okay, I guess that is set up. Let's stick it back in here. Again, that's what it looks like now that you can actually see in the light. So I'm going in with the LECA. I have not worked with LECA in so long. I swore this stuff off. I'm not even gonna bother rinsing it, like, I don't care. The dust will just come down into the reservoir and then I can deal with it then. Okay, now I'm just gonna put the plant in. This is like such a new potting experience and it's so novel. Okay. Good roots on this, despite the fact that it kept running out of water. Okay, this is the newest leaf here. So let me pull off some of this gross sheath stuff. Ugh. So I'm obviously gonna pot it like way over here since it's gonna be growing this way. Make some room for it. There we go. Now I'm literally just gonna pour, hopefully there's enough LECA. Only one more little bag. Poured a lot of the dust in there, whoops. Okay, it's not filled like up to the tippy top with the LECA like on this side, but I think it's gonna be fine for now. I know I have LECA kicking around somewhere that I could always top it off with, but I just don't know if it's like in storage downstairs or where it is, so I'm not gonna even bother right now. But I'm just gonna fill this up now. Hopefully this thing will function. We'll get to find out. I really like the way that this setup looks, so I hope that it does well in here. But again, I've not had good experience with LECA, so although I don't know if I've used LECA in like a self-watering planter setup like this, so maybe it's gonna be a different experience. I don't know. Okay, our gauge is not moving yet, so. Oh, there we go. It is activated. I just kind of want to make sure all the LECA like gets wet. It's pretty full right now, I think, but that's good because I want it to be able to transition smoothly. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. This is so, I'm feeling wild, you guys, with this setup. This is so just out of my element. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, wow. Okay, this leaf is not looking great. It has a bunch of damage. This was right in front of the heat vent and I kept forgetting to top up the water, so that's what that damage is from. But this is the newest leaf. Look at the little very minty variegation there. It's so cute. And then these leaves are not too bad on the other side here. But yeah, wow, I'm so excited about this setup. Cool. I actually ended up putting the philodendron mamei right here behind the couch and it kind of fits here perfectly. I also have this new little mini greenhouse situation that is currently a work in progress. I'm working on that for a Patreon video right now, but obviously I'll definitely show y'all when it's done on here. Anyways, time to wrap this video up. I'm literally gonna edit it right now. It's 8:20 p.m. my bedtime, but I really want to get back onto my filming schedule, so, or like my posting schedule after being sick. So I'm just doing it. I really hope that you liked this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like we did a really fun mix of things today. I really enjoyed this afternoon. And you know what? My cough ended up really not being that bad today, so hopefully tomorrow I will feel up to filming the Q&A and then that will be Monday's video. Thank you so much for being here. Leave me a comment down below if you feel so inclined. I would absolutely love to read it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Try